Good afternoon. Welcome everybody as you're joining us.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see so many familiar faces. Oh, familiar names, shall I say, but we can just imagine you behind the screen.
Where are people calling in from today? Do you want to chat to us and tell us where you're based? Or where you are today? You may not be where you live. Maybe you've become a digital nomad. Hi, Sue from Adelaide. Amazing. South Australia, New South Wales, Victoria. Blue Mountains, in June in Queensland. Hi, yes. Hi, Robin. Lots of friends in the room. That's amazing. Thank you.
Melissa.
Great. All right. Thank you for coming along and joining us for your special guided tour of the new Digital Academy. We're really excited to be unveiling all of the changes and improvements that we have made based on your feedback. And we're just so proud of the work that the team has done, but also really appreciate the feedback that we've received over the last few years. And most recently, as we've been working through these changes and reached out to some members who've been with us for quite a while to say, what do you think? So very exciting day for us. And I would love to acknowledge, of course, the traditional owners of the lands on which we're working today. I find myself on Larrakia country in Darwin today, this week. Molly, you're on Jagera country. And of course, we pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. So I know many names in the room, some I don't. And of course, you are all very welcome, whether you are a full member of Tourism Tribe or Navi, or maybe you're fairly new to what we do. But you are all very, very welcome. I would love to introduce to you, if you don't already know her, Fabian Wintle, my business partner. And also Molly Dobbins. Molly is our customer service advocate, and I'm sure many of you have interacted with Molly before and found how amazing she is and helpful to you. Before we start, Molly, if you could just click through to the next slide, thank you. Please note we are recording the session. That doesn't mean that we need you to hide and be anonymous. We would absolutely love you to put questions into the Q&A in Zoom, use the chat to make any comments or to share your own experiences with everybody else on the webinar. And remember, just as we'll share, of course, the recording with you and everybody who has registered. And remember, of course, those of you, and I remind you of this because sometimes people go after something like this, okay, I need to get in there and do this, and I've been thinking about upgrading my membership. Always remember to be logged in to do that, because there's always a great members price or some kind of perk or something there for you. Thanks, Molly. So what are we here for? We are here to share with you the essential trends of 2023 that every small and medium-sized business really needs to be starting to integrate into their businesses, the tools and strategies related with them. And then also to do a tour of the new Digital Academy. And we've got a really special announcement in terms of a new product we've created to fast track your growth, which talks to these trends. It's embedded within the Digital Academy. It's going to be part of the normal kind of process, but what we offer, but it's pretty exciting. And when I've been talking to a couple of people about this kind of concept, they've gone, yeah, that sounds great. And of course, we'll aim to have some Q&A time as well at the end. Thanks, Molly. So the trends. Well, we know that consumers are continually changing. Everything is continually changing in the business environment and consumer land. Consumer behaviours and needs, we've seen enormous shift in those, particularly due to COVID. We've seen an incredible acceleration in terms of how digitally savvy and confident customers are. They are looking for good e-commerce servicing from their suppliers, people they go to buy from online. They expect to have instant service. They expect to be able to find out all the product and service information they need online, and they expect to be able to buy it online. That wasn't the case pre-COVID, but so that's really accelerated. We've also seen, for those of you in the tourism space, incredible marketplace transformation. We lost markets, borders were shut, and now they're open. Some of them aren't back yet. So there's just all this upheaval in terms of the marketplace. And for small businesses generally, particularly because of COVID, there were a lot of businesses that suffered really badly, but then we saw some amazing stories of survival where businesses really had the right tech in place that allowed them to be able to change what they offered. If they had e-commerce in place already, it was pretty quick for them to be able to replace what was in the online store, think of some other things they could do. So there are amazing stories of that. And Fabi reminded me before, those of you who remember the horror of the global financial crisis in 2007, 2008, and there's been a long-term member of ours, and Fab previously worked with them as a small business and accommodation business. And they said to her that had they not had the digital marketing in place that they had in 2007-8, they wouldn't have survived the global financial crisis. So they were able to keep reaching out to previous customers and really target market and be able to continue to attract a market during that time. So that was really heartening, I think, to know that there's still people who are with us who had that long association, and they really know that that's true. That if you keep moving with the technology and continually improving, that you can stay at the forefront of your field. But what about particularly technology opportunities? Look, these are the three that we really have the evidence of and strongly believe, and it's relevant our own business. We've been on exactly this same journey as well as you are heading towards. And the first one is artificial intelligence. Now, you would have had to have been hiding your head well and truly in the sand to not have at least had a sneak peek at ChatGPT at this stage. Molly, if you don't mind just slipping to the next slide, just in terms of the transformational nature of artificial intelligence, and just thinking about ChatGPT as a catalyst for opening our minds of what is possible. But the transformational nature of artificial intelligence, it is forecast by experts as being, there's nothing comparable in terms of how it is going to change human life and how we behave and think and operate. And, some experts have been paralleling, this sort of change to big changes like the web browser in the mid-90s. And we know how big that was, but this is so much bigger than that. And when you start to experiment with ChatGPT, which everyone has access to, and so it starts to reveal for you what the possibilities are, it's quite incredible how it opens your mind to, wow, if I can do this for free online in ChatGPT and can make my life in business so much quicker, and be able to do marketing tasks and administrative tasks so much faster and save time and save dollars. And this is only scratching the surface in terms of AI with these, initial releases and access to ChatGPT. What is AI really going to do? And I think our message, if you just pop back to the previous slide, thanks, Molly, our message around artificial intelligence really does focus around get get into ChatGPT now, let us show you some ways in which you can really practically save time in marketing and administration and just start to get the immediate gains from it. And at the same time, you will be learning what its possibilities are. The second one of the three is marketing automation. Now you are going to start to hear the terminology MarTech a lot, and email marketing automation. So this world of automation, I'm sure all of you have experienced automation to some extent. Like maybe you've experienced a chat bot when you've gone on to a live chat on a website for a telco or a bank or something. You know, that's automation, and it sort of fits into this category of marketing automation. But where we see the really strong immediate potential for small and medium-sized businesses is to take that step into email marketing automation. Now, previously, we've seen a lot of small businesses, you know, probably 50% of them, when they come to us and they join a program or come into the Digital Academy, they might have a subscribe link on the homepage of their website. So they've kind of got that very initial starting point of being able to use email marketing, but they haven't made that leap forward to bringing in very personalized, automated email marketing. And you might be going, oh, but Liz, I hate receiving that stuff into my inbox, all that, you know, I feel like I'm being spammed, even though you've signed up for things. But the reality is that the success rate of email marketing, on average, for, say, if we think just about the retail sector, it is about 12%, the open rate on average. So that's an equalizer considering bad messaging, bad targeting, good targeting. So it does work. And even if a lot of people ignore that email, think about the 15% that might open it, then you're starting to realize the potential of the conversion that could come from that. And if it's been automated, because you'd never do that manually, would you? The return on investment is enormous because it's just happened in an automated email sequence. So that's somewhere we need to start to move to. Whether it's about generating at the front end of the funnel to be able to nurture leads through to a sale, or whether it is to create loyalty and repeat business. And that's where we can use them both, use it in both places. And then the third one is in video marketing. Now, short form video is leading the way on this trend. Short form video, think TikTok, think Instagram Reels. That has been exponential growth in terms of consumer usage for entertainment, for education, for seeing ads. And they've become very conditioned to grabbing information in a quick, fun way that saves them reading, and it just communicates quickly. So we've been advocating for businesses to use video in their marketing for many years now. However, the time has absolutely, we've gone past the tipping point now, and we have to bring it into our businesses throughout the business. So it's essential now that if you don't have them in the business, you need to know how to be able to create good video, edit it, reuse it, use it across your content plan, even personalize it. So if we move on to slides, I just would like to just comment on a couple of practical ways in which businesses can use these technologies. There are many, but let's think about some starting concepts for businesses. So AI, become an intelligent AI business. What might that look like? First of all, it would be expediting marketing activities. And this is where, through our coaching and courses, that we will show you practical ways to be able to do exercises like, for example, you want to generate an article or a blog post, put your intelligence in, give it the prompts. You will have back within a minute a beautifully crafted blog post. You might want to refine it some more through ChatGPT, but compare that to what it would have taken you. That might be a 10-minute exercise compared to a 2-hour exercise of writing that blog post. It might be, we'll share with you a tool to screen scrape the homepage of your website, put into ChatGPT your target market, your unique selling proposition, and ask ChatGPT to give you an optimized version of the copy for that homepage website. All completely doable. But at business administration, here are some huge time savings in terms of business administration. One example, answering reviews. Pop the review in to ChatGPT and ask for a response. You might want to fine tune it a bit, but it is going to save you so much time. Using Excel, maybe you've struggled to know all the right formulas to choose or the right functions to be able to pull data out of a sheet or compare it or look it up. You don't need to know them anymore. You can just ask ChatGPT and it will work that for you. And ChatGPT 4 that's coming, it's got all the image capability as well to put an image in. Tell me a story about this image. So there's amazing immediate gains you can make there. In terms of automating email, we want you to be a business that has automated email. Where would you start? First of all, we would want you to have some simple sequences to be able to personalize email messages to nurture leads. Start with a lead magnet, have those email sequences and get people in a nice way, in a really genuine value-adding way through to encourage that sale. And then after sales, how can you use email marketing automation to really grow that loyalty and that stickiness? It might be just the icing on the cake for somebody who's bought a professional service from you, for example, or something from your online store. Imagine getting a great little video afterwards to say, here's some tips on maintaining or, looking after this, or what you do next after this service. And then video marketing. So we would love to be able to share with you the techniques to be able to strategize video through your sales process. So all the way through, what would be the right kind of videos to use through there? What techniques and tactics, how do you get the skills then to create and edit those videos and to reuse them on different channels? So if you've got a video shoot that's been done, you should be able to get many, many uses out of that by cutting it up and using it in different ways. And just your own skills in taking video and editing them, and then personalized videos to customers. So imagine sending a completely personalized video to a customer, what that would mean to them on the receiving end if it was, hi Liz, da da da. Now you can use some automation in there as well. And all of these three things can work together. So I hope that leaves you with some ideas, some thoughts, and we promise to you that this is where we're heading in terms of taking businesses down this pathway, but in gradual bite-sized pieces so that you can stay at the front of your game. Thanks, Molly. So what do we share with you? Besides having been on this journey, continuing to be on this journey, it's an attitude. We share a commitment to continual improvement. Now, I know many of the names in here. I've had the privilege of meeting or working with you. Some of you I don't, but I do know that if you're in this room, then you do believe in having a sustainable and growing business. But I'd ask you to reflect on the why. Everybody's why is different. When Fab and I started the business, it was, really, how do we empower people to have the lifestyle that they want to have? There's always a bigger why, whether it's wealth for your family or just time with your family, or being able to, really give to the community or innovate. What is your why? Because no one wants to work hard on learning and skills development and growing their business they don't have the why. So I just ask you to think about that, because I think it sets the scene for all of us when we're embarking on new challenges and finding that motivation to continue on that growth curve. Thanks, Molly. And just to reiterate, when Fab and I started the first Business Tourism Tribe in 2015 and continuing on that journey with Navi in 2020, our promise even before we launched Tourism Tribe was this, and that's to empower small business owners and managers to really sustain and grow their businesses. But how? Through practical, relevant, and high quality education and support, because we saw the need. We saw the need for support on the learning journey. And we said, we've got to offer 365-day support, because small businesses don't have that support or expertise inside their business. We had and it's really interesting, no matter what digital transformation we've been through or changes in our services, this is still the driver, still the promise. And even just to share with you, back in 2015, before we launched Tourism Tribe, we entered the United Nations World Tourism Awards with a conceptual video about Tourism Tribe and how people would tap into the services and interconnect and share their experiences with each other and share the support. And that was, even though we hadn't even built it yet, that was placed. It was placed in that Innovation Award. So it really encouraged us that that was something that was needed. And today we see it's needed even more so, given the marketplace changes. Thanks, Molly. Before, I'm just going to hand over to Molly in a sec. What she's going to show you is a beautiful guided tour of the new Digital Academy. And some of you already have different levels of membership. Some of you have a No Brainer membership, or you have a Life Raft membership. So just to set the scene as Molly starts, and this isn't important at this stage of the presentation, but what you'll see is you look at memberships into Navi and Tourism Tribe, you'll see this new terminology of Life Raft, Rapid Response, Ultimate Package. And what Molly's going to take you through is the experience that's available across all of these levels, and that new experience. So over to you, Molly.
Thank you so much, Liz, and thank you all for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you with us. So as Liz said, in this tour, we'll be going through your Digital Academy and the journey, how to use your account in your area. So we will look at the dashboard, and then we'll head into your courses, where we will look at the journey in looking at the specific product of the courses, something that really ties together the courses and the foundations of where to start. So let's begin with the dashboard. As Liz said, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of both Fab and Liz, we are very proud and appreciate all the feedback that we've gotten from Tourism Tribe members that have been there with us from the beginning, but also have just recently come aboard. So thank you for the feedback. And that's what's driven all these updates and changes. We really thrive and get excited when new updates come through, and that was today's purpose of the webinar. So now you have a new simple pathway that consists of looking at your dashboard, looking at your courses, but also additional member support. So as you'll see in the dashboard now, you get a live visual of when you're completing courses, when you're ticking those boxes. So you can look at how many essential courses you're completing, how many growth courses, and how many specialist courses as well, alongside quick access to know all the ticks of what is included in your membership and what you might want to look at upgrading to as well. In addition to that, I know some of you have been in the past and are currently in one of our programs. So this is now an area where you can quickly access that program page, whether to book your coaching session or access your digital engagement health check. Your dashboard is your central navigation area now as well. And a core part of whether you're in a program or a membership is your courses. And as I said before, where to start. So now we'll delve into an example and how that nicely flows in to accommodate your user journey and what you're currently learning. Amazing. So we have recently updated into 3 levels categorizing our courses. So our essential courses where we will be focusing on today, as you can see up the top, you can hover over each one. So our essential courses is designed to provide with a strong foundation in your digital skills and consolidate your knowledge and how you will implement that into your digital marketing strategy. The next pillar there is we've got our growth courses. So building on the foundation from the essential courses, but delving that little bit deeper in expanding your digital marketing knowledge and when you're building on that strategy. And then the third level is our specialist courses. So now we're delving even deeper and taking a dive into all the specialist courses and then really consolidating each pillar of the essential and growth journey there as well. When we think about and look at these 3 levels of the courses and where we start, we really bring it back to the user journey and looking at the 2 key struggles that we hear from small businesses and tourism operators like who are with us today. Looking at lack of time and recognizing the need to upskill and implement digital marketing strategies and new technologies that is consistently changing in the current marketplace. We see that there is in redesigning with the courses and breaking them down into 3 levels, we connect the definitions into making sure you're getting from point A in understanding that foundational knowledge, but then you're growing and enhancing that experience to get to those specialist courses, making sure the journey from point A to point B is seamless, but also simplified. There's no need to overcomplicate things. So now we will delve into an example of our essential courses. So as I was saying, these are the foundational bases, and we'll be using the example of our Instagram course, as we know that's quite a hit with most of our Digital Academy members and program participants, to show you that structure and the flow as to why we've broken it up into 4 key lessons. So we'll get started there now. So make Instagram work for your business. When you click into this, you'll see how long it will take you. It's a self-paced beginner course. We do understand that, there are members out there that not just from the beginning, that they understand Instagram, but these courses are really good for those that are experienced members as well, because we do touch on other digital platforms and it really consolidates that journey, like we were saying, from getting point A to point B. To begin with, your first lesson will be fundamentals. And just remember, this is an example, but each course of the essentials is in this flow. So you'll start with fundamentals. Now that's for a small business that you don't really know what you know, you need it bring it back to the basics, pare it back. And what we've done in the Instagram fundamentals is really pared that back to understand the why, the what, and how. What is this platform? Why should I use it? How will it enhance my digital platform in growing my online presence? So as you will see, we break it down into each area and how to utilize it. And then we'll go into the strategy of it. So once we've understand the foundations, what is the digital platform? Why should I use it? What is it to begin with? We can jump into the strategy. So yes, that's what I want to include in my digital marketing plan, but I'm not too sure how to implement the framework. And so through our strategy lessons of the courses, like we are on Instagram, we provide templates. So having those tangible resources that you can use online or print off. I know a lot of people love to print them off and write on them. You can have those access to those resources, going through them at your self-paced. So knowing that you can pause the course and come back to it. The flow of the strategy, we provide diagrams, breaking it down for you, like this 5C strategy framework that we've included. Not just text, we include the diagrams and other visuals, because we know there are different types of learners out there, from reading and writing to kinesthetic learners. There's just so many different people that like to learn differently, that we like to consolidate that with different ways of presenting the information. So you can scroll through these courses and see that there are examples. So we like to bring you from clients, you know, there might be some of you here today that your business might be featured as an example. We love to bring it back and relate it back to you. We like to put you in our position and make sure that, you know, we're addressing the needs and breaking it down for you. And of course, a favorite here, another visual. So really consolidating that information. And where to from here is then when you bounce and go into the tactics. So we'll jump into that one now. Now, the tactics lesson is you know what you need, but you're not too sure how to achieve it. And so an example of this topic lesson here, establishing your professional brand image, will take you through. We'll relate it back to best practice examples, what you should be doing in implementing it in order to achieve what you want to do. So you're able, and further examples, you know, relate to those businesses and go away and implement and look what you've currently got in order to achieve growing those users and those followers. So these are great courses. And then again, a touch point of having videos. So we make sure that we've got visuals to make sure that, you know, you can go and watch it. I know for me personally, I mostly consolidate my learning through videos. You can get overwhelmed with text. So we like to break it down, relatable, seeing our faces as well, and having that experience to go and refer to that video, pause, stop, and go and implement. Again, another diagram, relatable, just pointing you out step by step, breaking it down. And we also, and a little favorite of ours at the moment, is we've recently discovered a platform called Padlet, which is an interactive platform. I like to think about it a bit like our group coaching calls, but you're not seeing anyone. You can contribute to a live online community. When you've achieved something, I know sometimes you might post it into the Facebook group, but now you've got these beautiful Padlets where you can see what other people have done, live examples of what they're currently doing. So we're constantly innovating and adding these platforms as touch points for the user journey in relating to others. It's not just us that consolidates you in this member support, it's also the peers around you, your other Digital Academy fellow members. So once you've done the tactics course, we can then go into what am I going to do now? I've understood the foundation, I've got the strategy and understood that. Now let's jump into the tactics. Now I'll know what I want to achieve, how I'm going to achieve it. We're going to jump into, and quickly jumping back, sorry, another resource that we have in supporting your user journey is commenting. So that's just another element of the member support that you will see. We will reply to you very quickly in supporting, you know, if you have a quick question on that topic. So we always say, if you've got a question that's specific, go to the course and jump into there, because you never know, it's probably helping someone else out. So another element of what we can do. But going back now, so once you've finished those 3 lessons, you can now go into your action plan. So in relation, you might have had a digital engagement health check done before. We now have that element as a topic in the tactics lesson to understand the best business practices and what is on that health check and how you can get those yeses. So you can go through, we show examples, explain what that section of the digital health check report is and how you're going to get that yes. So we've definitely transformed and changed it and gone to a lot of detail now. So it's simplified, but that you understand why might not, when I have a digital health check, why am I getting that no? What do I need? It might just be that 1% thing you need to go and fix. Perfect. So whether you're doing these actions quarterly, monthly, annually, you're now able to have a tangible resource where you can print an action plan. So what we've done now in these courses is consolidate into actions that you should review, whether it's you as the owner, or maybe it might be your marketing manager or your coordinator. Print it out, put it up in the office and get the tick, set goals for the month. Are we on track? We're keeping up with our assets. Don't fall behind. It's a great resource to keep on top of those goals. Perfect. Well, that was an insight into our courses there. As we said, the user journey now has been transformed and a lot simpler and broken down into those 4 specific lesson topics. So I'll hand it back to Liz as we continue to pave the way.
Thank you, Molly. That was great. I think one of the things that you probably noticed in there was, even though, like, looking at the Instagram course, it's got a lot of topics, hasn't it, inside the tactics lesson, because that's the nature of Instagram. But the good thing is that everything is in bite-sized pieces. So, as just to reiterate that, because I really do think it's important that we always are recognising, and this is we do this all the time, that busy people running businesses, they need to be able to possibly be interrupted and come back and do things. So everything's in bite-sized pieces, which is so important. Molly, some of the things you were starting to intimate was, that was a beautiful walkthrough on the new structure of the courses and the built-in support and all of the different formats that are there to appeal to different learning styles. And what, for those different membership types, that support and those learning experiences expand out to group coaching calls on a fortnightly basis for those who have a Life Raft membership. And I see some names there, and I know there's some people who are pretty good regular shower-uppers for those. And, when we offer any kind of live training opportunity or coaching and getting a digital health check done. So what we wanted to do now was to help you identify what a good journey would be for you through the Digital Academy. And if you can just go to that next slide. Thank you, Molly. Molly created this roadmap. I've wanted one of these for a while, and I had it like that. No, you can't have Molly. Molly is out. So that's and what it depicts is what a user journey often looks like for people who come to Navi or Tourism Tribe, and what a 4-month journey could look like. And I think this is a good way to imagine how you would make the most of your membership. So if we look at the traffic light system, that's kind of the starting point, the green light. I'm going to review, I'm going to reflect, and, I'm then going to start to work on implementing and making those changes. And what that could look like in that first month in April is that you have a digital engagement health check. Often that's the case with the start of a journey with Navi or Tourism Tribe, that you've got access to those essentials courses, and you get to experience a live workshop. And we'll tell you more about that in a moment, because that's one of those new things that's really exciting that's coming. So that live interactive workshop, but you don't have to go anywhere. You can, have a cup of coffee and eat your lunch and be part of that. What might happen during the month is, if you do have the appropriate membership level, then you've also got access to those fortnightly group coaching calls, which are really great to be able to share with other businesses and to be able to ask your questions and really get that help, quick help and assistance. And the monthly check-ins, where one of our coaches will reach out to you on a monthly basis and say, how are you going? How's it going? Do you need anything? Just check in and help to keep you motivated. In May, move into the growth courses, potentially, depending on how much time. It's okay, you can slow this journey down if you want, that's fine, but you could progress to those growth courses, which would take you from the fundamentals through to more advanced topics like Facebook advertising, email marketing, by way of example. Another monthly check-in, more check-ins, another live workshop. During the month, we've got that check-in, we've got the moving through to the another live workshop, moving through to advanced courses. So you've always got this journey of learning going on, but you've got all the support built in with it. So you can see how, from the start of a 3-month period from one digital engagement health check to one 3 or 4 months later, how you can have worked through a whole lot of learning, taken that knowledge, turned it into action, but all the way along you've had support. And just to help you identify what might be, what you can relate to in terms of the different needs. Can you please just go to the next slide, Molly? So what we've done here is put together, imagining the Life Raft member, this person, who would they be? Somebody who takes our Life Raft membership. They're really a self-starter. So they're working in a role as a sales coordinator. Caitlin's taken on a role where, you know, a digital marketing person was in it before. Caitlin's pretty much a self-starter though. She's pretty good at learning on her own, but she really does need to be able to get some extra assistance, some extra knowledge. And so Caitlin's boss sees the value in investing in that on-demand support and that self-starting, self-paced learning. So you might relate to Caitlin. You might be going, I know a Caitlin, or I am a Caitlin, in that I'm productive, I'm organised, I'm really good at time management. Or some of you are going, oh yeah, I'd like to be. I'm creative, so she's the best of both worlds, isn't she? And she's really customer centric as well. So she's a great employee. She's got great product expertise, but she needs to upskill in the digital area and online sales. She needs to work on building their website, acquire more customers, but she needs the information to be really accessible. She needs to work really smart, not harder. It needs to be flexible. So self-paced courses for her are a support preference. Video training, speedy course support, and group support calls are great for her as well. And she has her own learning style, so everybody is different. But she really is a reading and visual learner. So she very much likes to use those videos and to be able to see that written information. That really works for her. Thank you. And what about somebody who really needs quick help, rapid response? And that's the rapid response member. So we've got Jane here, accommodation owner. She's got a real passion for the tourism industry, as many of you on the line do, or your own small business sector that you are in. She's not a digital newbie, but she is seeking improvement, and she really needs some clarity in focusing on her digital streamlining. So she just needs some extra kind of guidance. She's got her skills that are really fitting her business, her goals. She's got enough awareness that she knows she needs to optimize the customer journey. The digital assets need to be able to be improved and implement targeted advertising into her marketing strategy. Her pain points, many of you will relate to this. She's a bit stagnated with technology, and she's time poor, and she needs to be able to get that help when she needs it, that rapid assistance. She doesn't want to be outdated and be embarrassed by that. So her support preferences are for self-paced courses and tutorials. Great. She needs the video training, but she needs speedy course support. She needs those group support calls. She needs to be able to come in fortnightly and tap into that assistance, and she needs those monthly check-ins and support hotline. And her learning style, she's auditory. So that's why she loves the live workshops and the videos and recordings, and how she'll really benefit from those group coaching calls as well in that environment. And thirdly, let us introduce you to somebody who would enjoy an ultimate package. So Matt, he's been around the digital block. He's tried lots of different things, devices, apps. He's tried working with agencies, but he's just like, I just need some urgent help to get this sorted. So he is looking for that, I'm going to sign up for a year. I'm going to get 3 coaching sessions within that, 2 digital engagement health checks, and I'm going to have one-on-one expert advice to be able to get me back on track, because he knows that he needs to improve where he is at, and he's prepared to make that investment. But that investment compared to going to his digital agency is microscopic compared to doing that. So he knows he needs to build up his own understanding of the strategy and to be able to get things back on track. And his learning style is kinesthetic. So he learns by doing, which is why that hands-on approach with the one-on-one coaching is really great for him. And having 2 health checks, he really wants to be able to measure the return on investment so he can compare one to the other. So maybe that gives you're somewhere in that range there. So have a think about that. But let's just move on to something that is the most compelling before we share with you the great results. And that is some real result stories of recent and current times. So thanks, Molly. So Matt, Sydney Guided Tours. He came to us in a program, and over a 3-month period, he grew his online footprint by up to 20% across his website, Instagram, Facebook, and reviews. He was really proud of his achievements. He knew that he had room for improvement, but he was blown away when he got his second digital engagement health check. He went, God, I knew that I got some work done in this time, but I've moved the dial in terms of moving towards best practice. So I think that's a really great outcome for Matt. Thanks, Molly. We'll just have a look at number 2, which is Caroline, Cooking Just For Me. So one of our Navi clients, and she's currently in the Launchpad program. Now, she's experienced some really good improvements by using email marketing automation. And she asked some of our team, do you think I should send an email out just before Christmas, launching her Christmas desserts? She just needed a bit of advice and confidence to move forward with that. And that was really great that she did that, because she had an open rate of 39%, 38.6%, and a click-through rate of 11%. She was really pleased with her small business to get 70 visits to her website, to that page, and 5 email replies. The engagement was great in terms of thanking her. So for her first step into email marketing automation, it was a really great result. And then thirdly, just to share another one with you, is Liz from Fertility Quest. Now, if she had have gone, this is her advice to us, if she had have had to have gone to a digital strategist, it would have cost her a lot of money to achieve what she's doing so far. So she's in the journey at the moment. She's been making the most of it. She's consistently attending through her memberships, the group coaching calls, utilizing the course. She's making the most of it. So at the moment, she's in development for an app for her fertility consulting business. She's creating a podcast and repurposing content for social media and a blog, and she's added a pop-up video on her website. So we are so proud of Liz. She's gone from here to here and making the most of that. So thanks, Molly. I hope you enjoyed those real case studies. I think it's really great to share those. But this is the really exciting announcement on top of all the changes to the Digital Academy and the user journey, is our Fast Track program. So we started a few months ago going, okay, we're going to run some really valuable live workshops that are really on trending topics. And that concept was received very well. Now we've gone, the world is moving so fast, we need to put this together into a mini program so that we can help people to really see those results in these areas. So our Fast Track Your Growth program is absolutely aligned, thanks Molly, to these 3 things, to these 3 trends, because this is what people need to be looking at, and they need some help now to step in and take that journey. So it's on AI, it's on email marketing automation and video marketing, and it will be 3 live workshops a month apart, packaged within a 4-month program, where you get also the group support calls, Digital Academy membership, so accessing all of those great courses across the essentials, growth and specialist areas. And whilst you'll be 100% online with us, you will be absolutely supported to the hilt, because what we want you to do is actually make progress in here. So each one of these live workshops will be packed with how to. We will have our very best coaches in this space going, watch this, this is how I'm going to do this. And they will share with you, we promise you, 2 real live activities that you can do that will be meaningful for any business. Then you have the recording. Then you have the course, which is even more fulsome, which is structured into the fundamentals, the strategy, the tactics, the action. So over that month period, you can achieve something really meaningful for your business and then move on to the next one. Some people may go, I just need to really get this knowledge so I understand it for my business, but it's actually this person here in my business who really needs the tactics. So there's something here for people in terms of knowledge, but then there's the tactical piece as well for the skills, and we will provide both. So we're launching it today. For those of you who would like to do this, we would love you to have a look at this fast track program and be the first to sign up. Thanks, Molly. So if you just if you want to photograph that, or just go to the homepage of Tourism Tribe or Navi. So whether you're a tourism business, it's the one on the left, one on the right for the other businesses. And that is going to take you to the product page to be able to secure your place in it. But if you just go to the next slide, we can always come back there for people. Oh, sorry, can you go, Molly? Have you got the page open? I just want to show people the page for the Fast Track program on the website. It's coming. So how we've packaged this is it's the equivalent of a 4-month membership. Thanks, Molly. If you just scroll down. Just go down, jump down to the pricing. Awesome. So either you've just got to do basically a 4-month membership within Life Raft or Rapid Response packages. The Rapid Response, you're going to get the monthly check-ins and support hotline. So that's for that person who just wants to be able to go, I just need some help with this. I'm just stuck here, you know, and we'll get back to you straight away. And we'll also do those monthly check-ins with you. If you're feeling a bit more self-sufficient in this way, and you can use the workshops, plus get back in and follow the course and take the actions, and then you get all of that built-in support within the course in the topics. Get to attend the group coaching calls. So any way you look at it, the support is really thick. It's just and available to everybody. It's just if you want that bit more of an instant kind of, I just want to be able to submit my problem, know that you're going to get back to me, and I want you to motivate me and come and check on me on a monthly basis, then it's the Rapid Response. Now, there's a couple of people who instantly have access to this because they already have a Life Raft or Rapid Response membership. So they're happy days, they're in, they've got it. And when they go and sign up, they'll instantly have access, and it will register them. To everybody else, I say to you, whatever your level of membership is now, if you do go to purchase this, Fabi's got incredible database running that tells us exactly where you are now. So if you end up buying something, but you've already partially bought something and we can refund, we'll just sort it out in the back end and refund you the equivalent for that. And of course, just jump on the chat. And if you've got any questions, and ask about that as well on the live chat. But if you go back up to the top to the detail, Molly, I just want to talk a little bit about when this starts. So we'll kick these off on the 26th of April, Wednesday, the 26th of April. And we will run them monthly after that. So they'll be a great, just really to get you focused in these areas of AI and email marketing automation and video marketing, but it will be super practical and really geared at where most people are, which is the very early stages or experimental stages with these three technologies. And so your results will be about what you implement and how they are geared to your business goals and what those growth goals are, and very much geared to your target market as well. So we will pack these with tools and templates and things you can use to really tailor these technologies and opportunities to your business. So it's within the same membership model that we have, Michelle, within the Digital Academy. So we have modified that membership model to have the three levels of Life Raft, Rapid Response, and the Ultimate Package. And this sits within those two. So if you have a Life Raft or a membership or a Rapid Response membership, you get this anyway. You get these live workshops, and we'll be running 2 series of these throughout the year on trending topics. And then we maintain all of our essentials and growth courses in the Digital Academy, which become the foundations for any business. And you can use those as support services as well. What we're going to do as a offer is that for anybody who is first to register for this program, we will give you a social superhero calendar, which gives you 365 posts for the year. All, on topic for you, your type of business, depending on what business sector or business type you are. And that's valued at about $69. So we will just, just thank you for signing up first if you sign up within 5 days. Questions are coming. I can see that you are answering some chats there, Fab.
Yeah, I just wanted to add as well, because we're restricting numbers for this program. So we will close the bookings just mid-April. So don't leave it till the last minute. And if you do sign up within 5 days, we will give you the special superhero calendar to be part of the program. Now, if you are a member, and I've been chatting to you, if you are a member with the right level, you will be able to sign up for the 3 workshops separately from your dashboard. But if you are a member or a program member that haven't got the level required, you will need to just sign up for the program on the program page and choose the level of support that you want.
So testing out these topics as part of our research, which has had to be quite recent because everything's moving so fast in these spaces, we've had incredibly good response to the concept of training in these 3 areas, because it does move people forward. I think no matter where you are on the fundamentals in terms of your website and your generally your online presence, these 3 topics are so trending that we need to catch up with them. And that's certainly been the feedback that we've had. So we're really excited about delivering these. We will, as I said, we'll have the most appropriate coaches in the room doing the training on them. And we will ensure that they really hit the mark in terms of being practical and you walk away with actions. So join us on the journey. I suppose I'm happy to take any more questions, but we're just about on the hour. Are there any unanswered questions or anything?
No, maybe you just
need
want to
to look
scroll
at?
back to the QR code if people are watching us from our phone. That's
Yeah,
right.
great. And remember, it's on the homepage as well of both websites. So navi.com.au, tourismtribe.com. I probably don't need to tell you that. And I don't just make the most. Most of you have got some level of access at the moment to the Digital Academy. There's been a lot of thought gone into it and a lot of your input gone into it. We are constantly open to feedback though, so keep it coming. If you want something, if you don't like something, if you really like something, we really want to know. And once again, on behalf of the whole team, it's a big fat thank you to everybody who has provided feedback over the last few years, and particularly in recent months, been a couple of members that have been very active in that space and helping us. And we really appreciate that. So the conversation doesn't have to stop here. Molly's at the ready to take conversations on the online chat, or give us a call or an email, and we're happy to help. So thank you, everybody. I hope you're feeling encouraged around AI, marketing technology generally, video, and know that we're on the journey with you. We keep working hard and improving things too, so we're happy to help you as well. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to continuing to serve you.
Great. And we're on
Thanks,
chat if you've got any questions or trying to decide which option is best for you for the next, hour. So we're here to help.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.